Welcome everyone to the B3 Coaching YouTube channel. Today's topic of discussion is going to be goals, more specifically weight loss versus fat loss. So many people come to me saying that they want to lose weight. So X amount of weight for an upcoming wedding, upcoming holiday, some sort of special event where they want to feel more body confident. This is all well and good. But then I ask, is it actually weight loss that you're looking for or fat loss? And then that's where the perplexity comes in, because most people won't understand the difference between weight loss and fat loss. And a large majority of people aren't actually looking for weight loss, they are looking to trim the fat. So if you are one of those people who want to lose fat or are trying to understand the difference between weight loss and fat loss, keep listening. So weight loss. What is weight loss? Weight loss and fat loss naturally do fall hand in hand, and fat or losing some of the fat whilst you're on a journey to lose weight will naturally happen. What you're also then losing is muscle definition, muscle tone, muscle tissue, water, and also glycogen, all of which are important and integral parts for the body to be able to function on a day-to-day basis. So if you actually think about this long term, and if your primary goal is to lose weight, then losing too much weight over a prolonged period of time can have actually negative connotations to what you're actually trying to achieve, which is a healthier version of yourself. So what do I mean by this? Well, if you think about what the water, obviously the body and water does for the body, your body is naturally consisted of around 62 to 63% of water. So therefore, if you are constantly losing water, you are dehydrating your muscles, dehydrating your body. This all in all, again, the water acts like an oil in a car. So again, it allows the car to be able to perform, it allows the body to be able to perform to its full potential. So if you're reducing that amount of water over a prolonged period of time, you're just causing your body more and more damage. Similarly, glycogen. Glycogen is a source of energy for the body to be able to move, to be able to get up, to be able to exercise, and to actually be able to allow the muscles to actually work and contract as and when they need to. So you keep reducing that amount of glycogen, therefore you're reducing the amount of energy that you have, and that is where you're going to start to become that much more fatigued, lethargic, and tired. Furthermore, muscle. So again, another one that most people find the hardest to actually gain and build is muscle tissue. If you are constantly looking to lose weight, and therefore by losing weight, you're going to be at a calorie deficit, so actually consuming less calories than what your body burns throughout the day. Again, we will come back into this shortly. You will not be able to grow or build muscle. Without building muscle, you will not be able to give that defined, healthy, fit look that you are looking for, but also the depletion of actual strength and capacity within the muscles will make you generally weaker, and therefore, once again, not making you look healthier, in fact, the complete opposite. Weight management 101. If you are looking to lose weight, then the natural form to take, or the natural approach to take, would be a calorie deficit. So a calorie deficit is naturally consuming less calories than what your body expends throughout a given day. So if, for instance, if you base it on the national average, 2,500 calories for each male or average male is the amount of calories that you should be consuming, or is what we are told. Therefore, if you were to reduce that 2,500 by, say, 150 to 300 calories, you will naturally be at a calorie deficit, and therefore the numbers on the scale should start to decline. If you feel that the numbers are not declining quick enough, then I would suggest adding an extra 15% each week until you are comfortable with the amount of weight that's lost. Let me just add, this is not a long-term solution. This is something that I may suggest for someone who is severely overweight and does need to shed a few kilos quickly. But at a long-term focus, I would highly suggest and recommend focusing on a fat loss. Weight loss, again, targets too many other factors that are integral to the body's functionability and productivity. When you are at a weight loss, you are losing muscle, water, and glycogen, all very, very important for the body. So therefore, when you're focusing on purely fat loss, you're focusing in on the subcutaneous fats as well as visceral fats, as I've mentioned, is incredibly important for overall health and fitness. Two types of fat that you need to understand. There's subcutaneous fats, which is just the fat that sits just beneath the level of skin, usually along the arms, shoulders, back, legs, bum. But the more important one is the visceral fat. Visceral fat is the fat that sits around your abdomen as well as vital organs. Why is this so important? Well, look, if you have a high percentage of visceral fats, you are far more likely to be at a high risk for cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and potential sort of organ failures. So this is something that naturally you do want to avoid. How do you Other things that can affect your weight loss is a hormonal impact. So therefore, females will suffer this far more than males, obviously because of their natural monthly cycle. But that can have an effect on weight management. Furthermore, obviously what you're eating or how much or how little that you're eating will affect the scales very, very often, as much as sodium intake and other food and dietary requirements or limitations. So if you are actually looking to lose weight, yes, you can focus in on the calories in versus calories out. Very, very sort of general management 101. If you are in a calorie deficit, so eating less calories than what you burn or what your body expends, then yes, you will ultimately lose weight. But as I aforementioned, if you are losing weight, you are losing muscle, water, and glycogen. So what you're ideally probably looking for a healthier, fitter, more, say, well-rounded or balanced lifestyle, is that what you're seeking? Ideally, what you're going to be looking for is a fat loss. Fat loss, how do you focus on fat loss? Fat loss is going to be more reflected by what you're eating, not necessarily about how much, although that is a consideration that you need to keep in mind. So the more whole foods, more fresh vegetables and fruits that you're consuming and less processed is what's going to really allow you to target fat stores. Also, not just sitting on a treadmill, or I say turning your legs over on a treadmill, sitting on a bike, turning your legs over for hours on end, repeated cardio. That will not hit or target fat loss. It is something that you need to combine with your other types of training, but what you need to specifically focus here is strength and resistance training. By focusing on strength and resistance training, you are building muscle. You're also burning calories, which is why I'm suggesting that you do maintain an element of cardio, but you need to combine the two. So building muscle, hitting some of the fat stores will allow you to lose fat. You will drop some weight, but probably not at the same rate as if you were purely focusing on weight loss. But you're also building muscle to naturally give you a much more balanced, rounded, fitter look. If you are actually looking to make a change in your lifestyle, I would ideally look at fat loss over weight loss first and foremost. How to achieve that? What I would suggest as a solution, what I would primarily focus on is your dietary intake. So ensuring that yes, you are still getting your macronutrients. Your macronutrients are your fats, carbs, proteins, and overall calories per day. Understanding how much you exactly need, speak to your physician. There are calculators available online, or again, reach out to myself and I can work this out for you. But ensuring you've got a good understanding of what your macros are, then obviously in terms of choosing the foods then that you need to support and obviously supply the body with these macronutrients need to be less processed the better. So more organic, more whole foods, less processed is what I would suggest. Low fat, protein rich diet, high fiber and variant sodium intake will allow you then to be able to achieve your goals, support the muscle growth and muscle development, but then also target that fat loss. Being at a calorie deficit is not necessarily the most important factor here. Yes, you want to be at a slight deficit, of course, but understanding what your overall body's macros or overall body calorie intake needs to be just to maintain your current weight or current status is just as important, so you know exactly how much to lose. But once again, as a simple change, first and foremost, just start introducing more whole foods to your diet and then including more resistance and strength training to your program. So here are my top tips to lose fat. 1. Prioritize strength and resistance training over your cardio sessions. 2. Eat more whole foods and more organic foods over your processed foods. 3. Rest and recovery. A clearer mindset, less stressful mind will allow you to lose fat quickly. 4. Drink more water. Water is a key element of the body's functioning and to able to flush out those fat stores. In order to be able to lose healthy weight, so healthy fat loss, you need to be of healthy mind and healthy body. To achieve that, as I said, what you can then look in doing is by making these simple changes. Introducing or including more strength and resistance training to your training or to your weekly program. So whether that's 3 to 4 sessions a week, as well as a small amount of cardio training or high intensity training, and also focusing on including more whole foods to your diet. Less processed is the better, but as I say, I do appreciate time is an issue, so therefore if you can just make sure making subtle changes such as whole foods, organic foods as a choice as opposed to more processed foods will then allow you to be able to achieve the goals that you're looking for more quickly. Look, I hope this helps. If there's any more specific questions, please feel free to reach out to myself or just comment below. Enjoyed this element of this episode. There will be far more coming your way very soon. Until then,